So, we're back with another video with Eyes on K, and this is episode 2 of the T.N.E Podcast. Now, I got two special guests. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. I'm Joe Sadar.
And I'm Cicero Armando.
Now, these have been begging me for years, I say years, for months, to jump onto the scenery, so here they are. But before we begin this podcast, first things first, congratulations to my boy Cyril. Punch Perfect 25, coaching channel, coaching page. Now, before, tell us about it, the name, what you thought of it, who created it, because it's a two-man step, isn't it?
Yeah. It was originally when I started training Joe, I began thinking of getting into coaching, taking it more seriously. Start of January, middle of January, I started thinking that I'm probably open an Instagram boxing page, coach people out there, whatnot, and try to bring the community together, innit? Got big plans and that. So let's see how it goes from there.
So who's a better coach? Because there's two of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're Zando.
Me and Zando. So he's a better coach.
Don't bring yourself out like that.
Alright. I'll see. Alright, in terms of boxing, Zando's a better coach.
What does he know that you don't know? Or is it just everything?
He's got more experience doing it.
First.
He's been doing it for a lot longer. He's a Muay Thai fighter, and he also did boxing. Whereas I did Taekwondo and just other martial arts.
Yeah.
Not necessarily boxing, but obviously you take things from the coaches you worked with before.
Nah,
that's it.
Nah, because Punch Perfect 25, I personally think that shit's catchy.
Yeah.
Personally, to me, obviously. Run through the name. Tell us what.
For the name, we was gonna call it. We was gonna call it Knuckle Sandwich 25, innit? But that was a bit goofy. So.
Sounds like an Xbox name, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a mad one. So we're just mixing and matching, seeing what goes together. Perfect punch perfect.
Nah, some good shit. And there's more coming.
Yeah. There's more coming. Video out tonight. Let's go.
Do you want to shout out one more time? Or no?
Yeah, I got Punch Perfect 25 on Instagram. You know what to do.
Now, the main event. Sada.
How are we doing?
Listen, Fightclub Leeds, is it? Yeah. Because I watched your fight. Tell us, before the actual fight, the build-up, run me through what was going on that before the actual fight. Because obviously you coached him.
Yeah.
So.
I think the main thing that it was the build-up to it. Like, it went from a day before, a week before, to hours before, minutes before, and then it's seconds out. I think it was just getting that in my head, really. I had mates come sleep at mine.
Yeah.
I had a sleep at mine. Cyril came around. I went and I had training with one of the other lads, and he was like, "Are you stupid? Why are you coming in? Like, why are you coming doing it now?" And I was like, I just wanted to get things knuckled in, like the night before. Had a good night's sleep. Woke up the next day, and
so this is the night before the fight.
Yeah. So the night before the fight, they said to rest, but instead, I decided to go and do pad work.
Yeah.
And then the day of the fight, it was, I think, what time did I start eating? I had one meal. He said to have one good meal.
What did you have?
To be honest, I just went
something junky, noisy.
Nah. So I had eggs, and then just had some like chicken and bacon warmed up in a sandwich, and I was like, that'll fill me up for the whole day.
Yeah.
After that, that's when Cyril came round, and for some reason I saw it online. It was like meditation would have been good. And then after it finished, I remember going, "Yeah, we got this."
So did Cyril come to you saying, "Yo, Joe, what you're doing ain't working. Let me coach," or did you go to him?
No, so it was the week they rang me, so it was the week before camp, and I rang Cyril. I was like, look, they called me up. I'm on it. After that, he was like, yeah, I'll coach you. I'll go down. So he coached me. And the first week at camp, we sat and we got a lift, and on the way back, he saw my form, and we sat in the car going, yo, I'm worried for you here. So then I was like, right, this is serious. Like, people take it seriously there, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna start having to put work in now. And yeah, it's been 8 weeks since that, and I think it was pretty good. A great 8 weeks.
So why did you say, oh, you got no chance?
Well,
what run through your head?
I didn't necessarily say he had no chance. I said his chances are very slim.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's alright. I never put anyone down and out for the count, especially if we still got 8 weeks to try and progress ourselves. So it was just Joe's form he was pretty shaky and awkward in the camp, and I just thought, it's gonna be tough.
To be fair, because I guess you haven't done boxing before, have you?
Never boxed. I sparred with like mates here and there, but I didn't know it. Well, I didn't know really about
just
it.
Man them scraps.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
So I've never done it before. Never got coached.
Did you
nothing?
Did you get KO'd when you were training? Did you ever get knocked out?
I did get dropped. Yeah.
I got to drop your own fighter.
I didn't.
This is well, there was 2 times actually. There was that time, and then when I went back home as well. I had a mate train me back home. He's done boxing for ages. He dropped me. It was
Is it one of them body shots or straight to the head?
So there was one bang in the head, and then but I think then, because I'd say the first month I was still really shaking. I couldn't. There was something wrong with me. I just didn't like getting hit.
No.
So I'd be all shaky, and then after it happened twice, I was like, okay, right. I've had the.
I understand it now.
Yeah, I had the wake up then, and then after that, I think it was week 6, and from week 6, that's when I would have been like, yeah, if I'm whoever I'm fighting, I'm gonna end up winning here.
Bro, tell me for round 1, because I saw the fight. Round 1, you look poised. It was beautiful. Obviously, I'm no boxing expert, but round 1 is like, yo, this guy, fair enough. When we was going through round 1, could you hear Cyril in the background? Because a lot of people say
you can't zone out.
I don't think you could hear me.
No, you can't zone out. I think there was, for me, round 1. I don't know how to. It was like I was kind of toying. There was times where I was like, yeah, this is it. But there was times where it was like he wasn't even throwing, so I was like taking the mick a bit. Like, you can see in one bit, I'm like, you gonna throw or what's going on here? There's bits where round 1 it was perfect. Everything went well.
Was he talking to you in the ring?
Who, him? No. I thought he was. I thought he was going to. The hype of the press conference.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get him talking to me in the fight, but I was talking to him. I think it was coming to the end of the round though. Like, there was one bit where I've gone like that and been like, "I'm gonna swing or not," and then it was like the last 10 seconds, and he's just circling around me, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But no, round 1 was, for me, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
When he walked out, Ciro and the other cornerman that I had, he was like saying to me just straight jabs, keep him away. And then he must have broken up. And then after that, I heard Ciro going body, use the body, and then as soon as I did that, that's when things started to change. Like, that's when the fight for him went kind of like
downhill.
Yeah.
No, because to be fair, what is it? You had, how tall are you? Like what, 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2".
You had like a 8-inch height above him.
Yeah.
So obviously, you literally had the bigger advantage. Or did he get you like some clean shots or because looking back at it, there was not like a little thingy. Because look, he
8 inches
close.
crazy. How tall is that? 5'6". That man was like he's like 5'9", 5'10", bro.
Yeah.
No, stay next to Joe because Joe was like towering over him. So I'm like, fucking hell.
He made himself look even smaller. He was hunched and he was scared.
That's
When
what I'm
someone
saying.
looks scared, you forget how tall they actually are because he just looks small.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, because you were closer to you were literally on there.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the better view of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy is what? You said he was 5'9", 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
On camera, he looks, damn.
He killed himself into a little ball. That's why.
Because Joe was just towering over him. It was disgusting. Round 2.
So, round 2. To me, I wanted to keep it all the same pace. I think we said round 2 or start of round 3. We wanted to finish it off. We planned out, and most of my camp, my camp in Leeds has been training on them shots and been like, yeah, call the fight for him. So to me, round 2, I was like, I've gone too quick here. I've won that round, happy days. I still need to keep him there, let him know I'm there, but also try and think, how am I going to get around putting that one hit in. It was not even halfway through the fight, and I thought I had the chance to hit it, and then all I could hear was just the crowd cheering. My coaches, both Cyril and the other guy, shouting to me, do this, and then adrenaline hit. It was actually crazy, but round 2 it was still like on me. I still had the upper hand. I felt like it was more of me controlling the fight. Like it was whatever pace. Yeah, whatever pace I wanted it went like that. Yeah.
And obviously, you as a coach, when did you know Joe's got this in the bag? Is it straight after round 1 or?
Nah, I said Joe had it in the bag probably 4th week of camp. I knew because Joe's work ethic, it was showing. You get me? He was learning quickly. He was progressing much quickly. So to be fair, I seen all the other fighters in this camp, and I said, nah, I think Joe's the best fighter here. So I was pretty confident in him. Round 1, I seen he had a lot of adrenaline.
I think that's just because you're there.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. We didn't do no training to wear down those nerves, so it was what it was. Round 1, I knew he had it in the bag. Round 2, I knew he had it in the bag. Round 3, I knew he had it in the bag. I did want to knock up, but I was happy more than delighted with the result in it.
Yeah, you wanted someone to become a meme.
I thought we had. You know, I thought we had it at one point, and it was in round 1, and we've just come out of a clinch. I watched this clip back every day since I've had the fight, and I've gone to the body and then to his face, and he's kind of like spun around. And after that, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna drop. Let me hit him one more time. As I've gone to throw the next one, he's just come and just grabbed me. And held on.
And then the ref came in it.
Yeah, I was like, for goodness sake.
So what's like the worst place you can get hit? Since you were physically there, because I did it with my brother like a while back. I've always said the body shot.
Yeah,
that's on there.
It's lethal.
Some nasty
ones. Yeah, the lethal ones.
Every time.
We did like 3 weeks straight of just body sparring. So the first week it's kind of hard. Because you're obviously not used to it. So then when I got hit there, it was like, oh my days, I'm out of breath.
Our first sparring session, innit?
Yeah.
There
was that. There was as well. They did it in camp as well. But when we came back and we sparred and I got hit in the body, I was like, oh man, this is mental. But you just work on it. There's ways to work around it so you don't feel the impact as much. So like now, if I was to get hit in the body, you
probably feel it.
There's the impact, but it's not as big as it would have been if that makes sense.
I
Like
get you.
9-10 weeks ago.
Because I saw round three, everyone was dying. Everyone's in the trenches in round 3, but you still have to keep carrying on going.
Yeah.
Run me through round 3.
Yeah. No, yeah, round 3. That was when it was fight or flight. It was really like I stood up and I just remember having 0. I had 0 in the tank.
Yeah.
And it was just, I'm gonna carry on. Well, I have to carry on. But it's just gonna have to be where instead of hitting as much as I can combinations and doing as good as I did, hitting to keep away. And if he gets too close to me, just clinch him because I know I've won this fight.
Nah, fair enough. But moving from that segment, what do you man think is the hardest sport to get professional in? Okay, give me your top 3 sports that you think is this is
Probably
damn near
football, number 1.
Why?
Because of the competition. You get me? This country's big on football, so you're competing with a lot of kids, a lot of people. Possibly combat sport too.
Which one? Like boxing, UFC, MMA, Muay Thai. Which one? Or just all in general as a collective?
I see probably boxing and MMA because it's commitment, and a lot of people are scared. Like there's a big fear factor once you go past a certain stage as well, and you're competing with like elite fighters as well.
Yeah,
it does get tough. It does get tough. That's where the real get brought on, and the ones who aren't made for it just get shifted out.
One more.
Jeez, I don't know, bro.
What about you?
I would put combat sport first.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of sport, like a lot, and there is nothing that is. The fear comes in. You think it. You're overthinking. The overthinking puts you in a certain way. There's so many factors to it, and then you go on the night. Whether you're the first person, you're the last person, performing in front of hundreds or thousands or millions, it's very hard. And no, you're on your own. You are in there with someone else, and it's my camp against your camp. What I've done against what you've done. There's no one else like to rely on once you're there. So I'd put that one first.
Second.
Football.
Because football is, do you know what it is? Football, because of the sheer magnitude of how many people trying to do it.
Literally.
That's probably why. I'm not saying football is easy to get. I'm not saying that. But because of everyone and their kids want to be footballers. Literally. So I get that. So second football, what's third? If you have one.
For a third, this is a hard one. Just in the UK.
No, sport, just in general.
I'd put the NFL up there.
National football. Who? What?
I'd put the NFL up there. Would you not?
Rugby at home.
Fair enough.
American football.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because they are big lads.
Yeah.
And if you're not that big, you're already a bit. Yeah, man.
Balls. Nah, because for me, I'd say, do you know Formula One? Yeah, I was having a discussion with my cousin the other time. The training for Formula One is like, they're in a tight area. You can't really be moving, and you're going at 70 miles per hour.
Crazy speeds.
170. That shit is not easy. So I'd probably say Formula One. 2, combat sport, obviously. And just to be awkward, because you might have already said football, probably basketball.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, which sport makes the best athletes? Because there is some
football.
Sports. You think?
100%.
I think NFL. To be fair, NFL.
I don't think so. I think footballers, a lot of them are like ninjas. Ronaldo's like a ninja, bro. Jumping that high,
Bro,
that athletic flexibility, it's crazy.
I think NBA to make the best athletes. Yeah, like it's a 10 feet rim. Like you have to do crazy shit. Has to be like the best.
Every
athletes.
sport does crazy shit.
Maybe not darts. Maybe not darts.
Yeah, not darts.
Maybe not, but
Well, I think football's a lot.
One.
Yeah, for me.
The best athletes, remember. Maybe you can even say what athletic.
Rugby.
You think?
I'd put rugby there. Yeah, I feel like with these sports, if we're talking about best athletes, you got to look at not just what it's like playing. You got to look at the training. You got to look at them as a person as well, like as a player on and off on the pitch.
So what would you define a great athlete to be? Just a person that's able to compete in a plethora of athletic competitions.
Yes.
So most, I still give it football, you know.
Oh,
that's
long jump, high jump, sprinting.
Oh yeah.
Long distance running.
Oh yeah.
The whole lot.
I'd put football there.
Because what is it? I'm sure basketball is like the most cardiovascular sport you can do.
Probably. I mean, it's a small court. They're constantly up and down. Yeah, that takes a lot of stamina.
So you still say football?
I'm stuck to it.
I don't know. Me, I think with NFL, the shit that I see people doing NFL, doing backflips when you're running at full speed, it's like, yo, fair enough.
Yeah,
because in football, I think football is more of a brain sport. Respectfully, I'm not saying basketball isn't, but I just think basketball is like, yo, to do that at that height, you can to do this half the shit you're doing. Basketball, I've been playing basketball. I'm trash. There we go. I've been playing basketball. Even to jump on a 9 feet rim. Shit, yo. And I say I jump quite high, but I still can't touch it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I jump that high, but I don't though. But I don't.
Because you're what, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'3". But I wouldn't call myself the most athletic person out there.
Yeah.
I'd say I am pretty athletic, but not the most athletic person out there.
Okay. Last question before we move on from the sports segment. Which sport do you think requires the most skill to be a professional in? Requires the most skill? Because you can't say football because the footballers I see,
maybe golf, you know.
I've never played golf, so fair enough. Run me through that.
I've never played it either, but I think it's very techy. Like you've got a ball, you got a little.
Because them shit's not easy to hit you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Them shit's not easy to hit.
And everyone tells me that. Everyone tells me that. You got to swing and make sure it goes to that precise place. Imagine swinging and it just goes quick. Yeah. You get what I mean? It's a lot. There's a lot of precision. I think.
Maybe 2 more though.
What do you say, Joe?
I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to put boxing in there.
You think that requires more skill?
You're gonna have to. It's not just.
I'm back in MMA.
It's not just skill. It's like, what's the word now? Your IQ. Like your brain to handle certain things and your mental state. The lot that requires skill to keep that at level-headed.
Remaining patient whilst getting punched in the face, innit?
To keep that requires skill. So I'd put that first. I will put golf up there as well. I have played golf and I'm not the best at it, but I will put golf there.
You think golf? So both you think golf requires the most skill? Okay.
To be that precise, in my opinion, yeah.
So you said golf and MMA and combat sport. Sorry.
MMA. I'm gonna put MMA.
Do one more.
Because MMA is a mix of different martial arts. So you take it in what karate, judo, whatever, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing. the whole lot in it.
Yeah.
So I'll put that out there. And it is exhausting. It is exhausting. I did like a month in MMA camp.
Ain't easy.
Nah, it's not hard.
No, 'cause I think probably, I keep going back to this. I think NBA and football. NBA, yeah. I'm not saying football now obviously it's changed from what I've seen anyway. NBA, hand-eye coordination, feet, core, it's like, yo.
I think you do that a lot in MMA too, though, because a lot of footwork is required too.
Remember, MMA, you're punching. Basketball, you physically have to be one hand on the ball and one hand and other hand, you obviously knowing what you're going to do next.
Yeah, and in MMA, you got to gauge distance too between you and your opponent to know when to strike, to know when to come inside, outside, to know when to step back, to know when to let something else go, maybe a kick, shoot a takedown.
I'm surprised no one said hockey. You just hate the ice, fam. Producer, what do you think? The sport that which requires the hardest skill.
Yeah, I think golf is up there because quite a lot of fine movements, isn't it? Precision, like you were saying. Yeah. And plus, the hole is tiny as well. So.
Nah, I hear that. So okay, let's say you have a girl, okay. To make it fair, yeah. Which sport? You got something you want to say about your female?
No.
No, that's what you want to say.
No.
To make it a level playing field, if let's say it's behind closed doors, a boxing, yeah. Let's say she knocks you out. Would you ever admit that?
No.
So you would lie?
I would. I'd say with chest.
What?
Yeah.
You'd lie to the whole world.
Wait. If I got knocked out.
If you got knocked out, then yeah.
By your girl.
By your girl.
By my own girl.
Yeah.
I'm bragging.
That's not gonna be bragging.
No, that's bragging, right? Swear. If my girl can knock me out, she's gonna knock everyone else in this room out. You get me?
So you would just say openly, like, I'd wear a t-shirt.
Nah, that's too far.
Though.
I wouldn't flex it. Not that hard.
If I got you Cyril, who won? You'd say, yeah, nah.
If she actually won, I'd give it her.
Fair. I love the honesty. I think I'd hold that one to my grave. I have to.
I don't know whether I'd say it or not. 50% of me saying I wouldn't. 50% saying
you're a child of God, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, you've got the crucifix on you.
I don't know. It's 50-50. I feel like if I'm with my mates, then yeah, I'll say it.
So let's do it like on live TV. Let's say like an interview. Say, oh, has anyone ever knocked you out? You would just like, no one's ever. Or would you just grasp on yourself? Because I'm holding that one to the grave, honestly. On my CV, I got KO. No.
If my girl KO'd me, I'm signing her up to the MMA. You get me? I'm putting her through a combat sport.
Oh, you have to sign up yourself first.
She's just knocked me out. I'm not fighting no more.
I think for the laugh, yeah, I'd say it.
Mm.
I think just to make a joke out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Do you think you should hold that over you first? Say like, yo, you can't even protect that.
I'm very bad at doing that.
I
can't keep things in, so it'll probably just slip out one time.
Just slip out.
Yeah, and just be like, yeah. Unfortunately, it happened.
Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because you said you would sign up for boxing for classes. Why not sign yourself up? You don't get KO'd.
Well, it'd be one of two things. I either just will stop pursuing combat sports after getting knocked out, or I do it with her and get better.
Nah, fair enough. So she's training you then? Nah, fair
Either
enough. Girls can knock guys out. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying I wouldn't admit it. Personally, I feel like that would
hurt your pride.
Nah, not even just like, yo, shit, I need to buckle up. Why am I getting KO'd by my own woman?
So that's your pride.
We don't want to say that. But alright, so okay. Someone walks in your house, someone, a burglar, comes in,
Mm.
who's going to go down first? Because she KO'd you, remember?
I'm still flying down.
You're still flying down.
Yeah.
Even though she KO'd you.
Okay.
First.
What would you do?
I'll send her.
You know that's your house. The bush is all upstairs. You send her.
No, obviously, you gotta protect, but there's levels to it. Like if there's certain things like knocking out like that's stiff like fist.
Yeah, she's gonna be heavy.
She can go deal with that. I'll look after the things upstairs. She can go deal with it.
So, hey, fair enough for admitting that. But you know this is your house. You have to go. You have to be the one. Yo.
But she's knocked me out.
It's her house now.
It's that's her house. Like I've given my way out now.
So what, you're gonna do the dishes and shit?
Oh, ooh. I'd do that anyway. It's 2025.
He does that. We all
Yeah.
do that.
It's
In this
2025.
instance.
But no, yeah, I'd have to send her down. I'll just remind her of the time she knocked me out and then be like, look.
Babe, I'm scared. Joe's like, me too. You go. Just like that.
Yeah, we can sit and talk about it. Nah, obviously. Yeah. To an extent. If they're down there for over 5 minutes, then I'll go down after that.
But if he's taken everything already, you
Yeah,
just discuss it.
We'll discuss it at that point. If he's taken everything, she's not done the job of knocking him out. Like, she knocked me out, so I can't do anything at that point.
How fair though.
Nah, fair enough. But and I asked this episode last week. Yeah. Let's say, what do you think? Let's say you got a girl who's perfect for you in every shape, every form, personality, whatever you want to hide, whatever you want to call
One day.
Would you, even Beyonce,
Got
I know you like Beyonce, would you admit, yo,
Ew.
I'm punching? Would you ever admit that?
Punching for Beyonce.
No, let's say you got her. Would you ever admit you're punching? Because I asked this on the last episode, but I don't know how you might think.
Ooh.
Because
I
obviously,
just think if you say you're punching and you're with someone, I think you're a bit insecure about yourself.
Yeah.
that's what I thought. But obviously, there's people out there who admit, yo, my girl's a 10-10. I'm punching.
That's insecurity. They're projecting it in a kind of manner, innit?
You?
No, yeah, I wouldn't sit and say anything like that.
What would you say?
Well, no, that's a weird one. I don't believe in any of that.
For real.
Yeah, like all that punching, all that. I don't use it. Not for me.
I think that makes the relationship a bit weird
It
too.
does,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Makes it
Well, I'm
awkward.
just saying because mine they think differently sometimes. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that. And before we close, talk to me after the fight, the after party. I know, and this guy, he loves a drink. Anyone who knows him, this guy loves a drink. What was that like?
Well,
I don't
Did
think.
someone door get
Start let him know how it was before camp, innit? When I got you off. Everything.
Yeah, so.
Sorry
bear in
to
mind-
go back to the fight, but this was a very big
Before I got all serious, I had one session throughout 8 weeks where it weren't serious. Friday, I got told no more drinking, no more messing about, nothing like that. So I went the whole camp just on serious. Was on serious mode. The second I left the ring, I got. I wouldn't even. Would you say got changed?
Half.
What's the half would change?
No, because to it,
What's that mean?
You what?
I walked out in just my boxes,
boxes.
and I had drinks waiting for me already.
Of course.
I had them drinks, and then I went back. Thought it might be a good idea to change. So then I got changed then. And then after that, yeah, the after party, I don't even remember half of it.
This guy told you he loves
Like
a drink.
it was crazy, but no, hard work paid off.
So what's the best drink? Because I know nothing about drinks. Educate me. All I know is that that's Serrano and maybe a
What would you say for that?
Baileys.
No. To be honest,
Race.
I'll drink whatever.
Race.
Whatever.
No, Race is not the
No, that's
best.
just I couldn't.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
It's heavy.
I'll drink whatever. If whatever everyone's drinking, whatever the vibe is, I'll just go with the
You
flow.
love a beer, don't you?
Yeah. Oh.
You're gonna have one after this episode.
Oh, cheeky one. Nah, probably not. I'll give it. It's a Tuesday night, but no, yeah. It's not obviously since the fight. It's not. It's weird. Like I can't do it as much as I used to. It just feels weird.
Give it 2 weeks.
But yeah, this is for everyone's saying that so far, but I don't know. Yeah.
Listen, Joe, Cyril, I appreciate you too for coming onto this establishment. We're growing every time. And if you want to shout yourselves out, anything, Snapchat.
Well, I want to say thank you for having us.
Bro, you're welcome anytime, man.
For inviting us onto your channel.
Begging me.
Yeah. yeah. We're begging.
Mm.
But no, it's been a lovely episode.
I couldn't add on to that. Genuinely. It's great to be here.
Punch
Lovely.
Perfect.
Punch Perfect, yeah.
Punch Perfect 25, sorry.
Give a follow on that.
Give a
Make sure you
follow
do.
on that.
Punch Perfect 25.
More videos I can see.
And obviously,
No.
check out Fightclub, please.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking. Check out the fight. Then come to this podcast so you can see where Joe's mind was at.